What is up, Bubbas? We are back for episode of the podcast. Back as usual with Ben and Bebo. Good to have you guys in. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Right off the jump, right into it. We're going to talk about the guys who you guys wrote off at the very beginning of the year who are now balling, breaking back out. We all got a couple players or so. I'll start off. And for me, it was PCA. I mean, the amount of hate PCA was getting start of the year, like this guy's washed, like all this stuff, this the narrative that's going around. I mean, understandable. He was batting 236 with a slugging of 354 his first 33 games. But since then, his last 33, 281 with a slug of 537s and just it's been a different player. They see the confidence, the swag, and like sometimes players get off of cold starts, especially coming off of spring training where you get maybe 50, 60, 70 at bats and you're still trying to find your groove, your timing. It takes guys a little bit longer to get going, especially still being a little bit colder. I'm sure it's been pretty chill in Chicago, but I expect to see him to continue to ball out and continue to show up, especially with the weather getting warmer and him kind of being in midseason form like we've seen him do over the past year or so now.
Yeah, don't you think this is who he is, though? He's a little streaky, right?
I mean,
like last year was the opposite. You know, he obviously was hot, an all-star, and then ended the year kind of rough going into the playoffs. But yeah, I think this is who he is. He's super talented, and when he's going, like he's one of the best players in baseball. But when he's not, it can look real rough.
Yeah, I mean, but everyone has that stuff. Like even like,
of course,
everyone has their streaks. It's just like the fans and everyone. People are like, "Oh, he's so ass! Like this is the new PCA. Like, why do we give him this money?" And then like a month later, it's like, "Holy crap! This guy's the best center fielder, and he hits 8 home runs in 33 games. Like he's so back. Like I'm so glad it. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's just kind of frustrating to see people who love the game. I understand it. It's your take, right? You can be fans of it, but let the guys play. Like they're obviously not trying to suck. PCA don't want to be batting 233 or 236, right? He'd rather be batting 300, obviously, and start off the way he basically ended last year, as in the entire season wise. But once again, like let these guys just play, and like their stats will find a way to be exactly where they need to be, like what they deserve to be at the end of the year. So.
You got next, Benny, or me?
You can go for it.
All right. Speaking of streaky, your boy J-Rod, AK, he's on your fantasy team too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Over the last 2 weeks, he's had 5 bombs, OPS of 855, and starting to find his groove, as are the Mariners, right? So it always feels like when he goes, they go. But yeah, I mean, he's been like one of the most streakiest players post All-Star break, like for the past 3 years, and hopefully he's hitting his stride earlier this year. And like I said, when he does, like PCA, super talented, easily a top 20 player in baseball when he's hitting like this. So the Mariners need him. He needs it. He's good vibes. He's a good defender out there. So he's like the leader of their team. So if he keeps playing like this, like they're going to run away with that division too. So that also is a big thing for the Mariners. So just making sure that J-Rod stays healthy, stays on this hot streak that he's fallen into.
It's actually funny you say that because apparently, I guess he gets like off to like super slow starts every single year with Seattle.
Every year.
Always has.
Mm-hmm.
But this has been the best slow start he's had all year. And so people are like, if he's doing this now when he's cold, imagine what he's doing when he's actually hot. So I'm not surprised at all.
Exactly.
I'm not surprised at all that he's having even better numbers just because of it. Like I don't know what it is, but I guess he doesn't play in the cold very well. One of my colleagues is Mariners fans. Like, dude, you don't understand. Like he's not the same player when it's cold. And all of a sudden it starts to heat up a little bit. It's like he starts.
He paused, Ben, right?
Yeah, I definitely paused. I was
there's
the
also
best player in baseball.
There's also something too, like Seattle is not conducive as a hitter. It's not conducive to hitters. It's not a hitter's park by any stretch of the imagination. I think it is the least graded ballpark factor. It's Seattle and then Texas are the hardest parks to hit. So he's got that going against him. He's got a lot going against him. And I think that he led the league, led the league in homers for the month of May. And I believe he hit like 10 or 11. And again, like he's traditionally a super slow starter. And on top of the fact that like they're missing their MVP candidate from last year in Cal Raleigh, like J-Rod's had to kind of, carry a little more of the load along with some of these younger guys and these up and coming bats, like Emerson, Young, and then getting help from guys like Rayleigh. But, still J-Rod's had to carry a lot of the load and be that guy. And he's been that guy to this point. So yeah, that's a good one.
Cole Young is a dog. He's a dog. Cole Young is an absolute dog.
Everyone we've mentioned is on your fantasy team, I think.
Well, I actually played against Cole Young, like in Modesto, like those first. So like I've actually seen him, like his first time seeing him, like, oh, who's this guy, bro? His swing is so nice. Pause. It's so smooth, so buttery, and just dude, he was probably one of the best hitters I've ever seen. Like literally, probably just pure hitters, like smooth, effortless, but it's like 105 off the bat every single time.
Yeah.
Benny, who'd you find?
So for my two guys, I'm taking two guys. I'm going to the desert, and they're on the same team, and that's Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll. From March 25th to May 6th, Corbin Carroll had 30 hits, only 4 homers, 19 RBIs, 256 average, 355 on base, and an 842 OPS. That's okay. Ketel Marte, 29 hits, 5 homers, 13 RBIs, 215 average, 269 on base, only a 632 OPS. Okay. And then you fast forward from the period from May 7th to June 8th. So a little over a month sample size. And these guys have really started to click. Corbin Carroll with 35 hits, 6 homers, 12 RBIs, a 315 average, a 397 on base, and a 1.018 OPS. And then Ketel Marte, 6 homers, 24 RBIs. That's a lot of runs driven in. And then a 284 average, 336 on base percentage, and 877 on OPS. These are their guys. And especially I know Ketel Marte was really getting the freak out. That 215 average was really scaring people. And, yes, there was a lot of expected stats that said he was going to come back. And sure enough, those expected stats were correct. He's back into form, and he's hit 2 massive walk-off homers deep into left field and been a revelation for the Diamondbacks. So it's not a coincidence that with these two kind of getting hotter and playing better, the Diamondbacks have the second best record in the NL West. And, they look legit, in my opinion, because of these guys. And they're going to be legit because they can put up runs because these guys are legit a 1-2 punch.
Yeah. On top of that, apparently Ketel is actually apparently the D-backs are frustrated with Ketel for taking days off. And with the trade deadline looming, being 32, and you have guys like Troy or Tommy Troy who are right there who can easily fill a spot. I wouldn't be surprised if whatever's happening in the background, if he's shipped by that deadline. Just saying.
I
mean,
I don't.
then are they loving this hot streak, or are they not liking it? Is this better for them, trading wise, or is this like, oh crap, we got to keep him?
No. If anything, this is value up. Like this is what Ketel is going to do for your team, especially for a second baseman who can do this. I just saw a report today earlier about someone being frustrated about him taking days off or one of the days off. Like, well, my body needs it, which I understand. Bro's 32. Like
that was a Nightingale report, and it was in regards to him sitting out a Shohei matchup. But dude, I don't know, man. I mean, if you're trading away a guy with an expected weighted on base average of 375, it's gonna hamper your lineup, in my opinion. And I don't think that there's too many guys that are bringing the juice that Ketel Marte is bringing, nor are you going to find somebody that can produce that type of juice. And, if you do remove him from this lineup day in and day out, I think it's a lot less scary. And, there's just not every time. And that's the thing, same thing. Like if you remove the main guys, each guy from the bottom now has to take a step up. So now you're 7 hitters in the 6th spot, and you're 8 hitters in the 7th spot, and so on and so forth. And it really deteriorates the lineup all the way down to the bottom. So I don't know. Unless they're getting something juicy back, I wouldn't do it. But who knows? They're smarter than me.
Aren't they all? But go ahead. What do you got, Mars?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. There's nothing specific.
No, I was gonna talk about that Soto thing. Did you guys see that?
What exactly?
Yeah.
The
I saw
clip of the ground ball. They're playing San Diego last week, and just a routine ground ball, bad hop, like kind of rolled in the outfield, and then all of a sudden, Soto was actually jogging down first base, and then decided to kick it on. The moment he saw it was bobbled, and then people were just like freaking out, like, "Oh, the $1 million, $1 billion man can't run out a single ground ball to first base. He's so lazy." Like, I would run out a ground ball to first base. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dude,
I'll
he
see
put
the
his
clips.
head. The thing of it is, dude, he put his head down out of the box. He wasn't looking at the play, and it is what it is. Like, dude, Manny Machado, for all it is, and believe me, there's been times where I'm like, "Ooh, he has a chance to beat that out." Ball in a 5-6 hole in between Adames and Chapman. As a Giants fan, we watch him dog it at first, and it's like, "Oh wow, he wasn't even trying." But at the same time, dude, Manny Machado plays 162. Like, that's valuable in and of itself. Because, and granted, I know Manny Machado isn't having a great year, but like his availability and his just presence in the lineup is way more important than potentially legging out a single in, a game in May or a game in June. It's way more important to have these guys for the long run than to be having them press nonstop 24/7. And yeah, I get it. It's a bad look because the Mets are struggling. But if they were winning right now and they were 10 games above 500, this would be a no story.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because, that's just not the type of player he is, and no one's asking him to do that either. Like, obviously, it sucks when stuff like this happens and you don't run out a ground ball, but I mean, was he gonna run out the next ground ball for the next ground ball for the rest of the year, just to show Mets fans that he cares? Like, obviously, this guy cares. He's one of the best hitters of all time already. So, it's not college ball, and like it's not high school ball where you're gonna get, your butt chewed for not running out ground balls. Like, this guy gets paid to hit bombs, and be that intimidating bat. So, I mean, if he doesn't run out one ground ball, I don't know. It seems like it's not a hot take. We all agree that I think it's okay.
He's got like an OPS of like 870 in his last 15 games with like 6 home runs, by the way. So yeah, let's make sure he doesn't hurt himself on a routine grounder that 99% of big leaguers field, and the one time takes a bad hop. Oh, it's a bad look. I'm 100% agreeing with you guys. I understand it's a bad look from the outside, but come on, like it's not like he was walking out of the box. Like,
literally, a dude too coming off a calf injury was just on the IL for like 2-3 weeks. Like, yeah, okay, sure. Let's risk him. Let's risk him going full bore every time to first. We want him to be Tommy Hustle, even though we're paying him a gazillion dollars.
We got to be realistic about like the scenario and the, like Ben said, the date. Like, if this was October,
yeah,
I think they have a valid reason of why is he not running this out. But they're far from it, especially record wise. So I don't know. That's why it makes it look worse.
Yeah, I was not understanding the slander, but once again, it's just people. I don't know. Not trying to call other people out, but like obviously, we have our takes. We all agree, but like other people who might watch this are like, they don't know what they're talking about. That's stupid. You hustle out every play. Like, sorry, Gramps. Like, that's.
Well, that was not my game. I didn't have that in my game.
to play devil's advocate, like the Mets are 29-36 at the time that we're recording this. Like, they're 7 games under 500. They've been very disappointing, and it's just a compounding factor. Like, I know with the Giants, like it's like you're looking for the team is just, fans are looking for reasons to be angry and upset, and this is something that they can get upset over and point at as a reason to why the team's losing.
Yeah.
And it's an outlier, it's a blip in the radar, but I could see it from a fan standpoint, it's frustrating. But in the bigger picture, you gotta take a step back and look at things and really see what's important. Because AK, I mean, you can talk about it. Like, you feel 100% going to the yard every day when you played?
Never. I don't think I ever felt, not unless it's game like 5 or game 10. Never.
Even then, I'm sure you weren't. I'm sure you fouled off pitch off the shin, or
Yeah, there's even then. Yeah, there's
something.
always something lingering, and I'm like, ouch. Yeah, but then yeah, if you're people understand the grind of 162, bro. I think the most I played in a single season was like 80, and I was cooked. I was so cooked by the end of the year. Like I was so looking forward to the All-Star break, and then by the time the All-Star break came around, there was 3 months left, and I was like, holy shit, we're so close to being done. Holy shit, I'm so fucking tired every fucking day. Like, obviously, I had to embrace it, and I loved it. Like, I loved being tired. I get to be tired and do what I do. But goddamn, some days it was a fucking grind just to get to the ballpark. Like, holy shit, this is going to be a rough day. But hey, like, you just got to suck it out and do it. And, it is what it is. Obviously, getting paid to do so. So you're gonna you're gonna stick it out for $35,000 every 2 weeks. By the way, if that was the case. So, but yeah, I mean, other than that though, anything else to wrap it up on the Soto thing? Because I want to talk about the other outfielder in New York, the Judge. He's down 4 to 6 weeks. Apparently, I heard there might be more than one injury than just the rib thing he had going on. And honestly, I know Judge wants to play. I know he wants to be out there. I know he's fiending for it. Like, that's just a player he is, obviously. But honestly, I don't think the Yankees will rush him back whatsoever, especially if they're either they're like in the lead in the East and or a top wildcard team near the end of the month or near the end of the season, at least 10 games back. I wouldn't be surprised if they kept him on the shelf like Vegas does with Mark Stone every year. Just keep that guy on the shelf until playoff time and let him come back ready to rock and roll. Just saying.
I mean, it's just crazy to me that this guy still was doing what he was doing, despite the fact that he was just dealing with this for so long. He was hitting 248 with a 375 on base percentage and a 908 OPS. He had 17 bombs. And granted, I don't know when this started, but it seemed like he was playing through it for a little bit. And he was just uncomfortable.
It said April.
But yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard his OPS went from 1 to 800. Well, apparently,
I mean,
like 800 OPS. That was his bad. He was hurt, and he had 800 OPS, like a rib. Like, bro couldn't even like move without that thing probably hurting. And he still had 800 OPS.
1.15 OPS over the last 2024, 2025. So a 900 OPS is his regression with an injury. Like, this guy's insane. So yeah, take your time with him. I mean, I know Bellinger hit a big bomb for him today off of Slayton, and then, Jazz went and hit a 3-run bomb. So the Yankees can, if they can tread water, and especially with their horses that they got in the rotation with Schlittler pitching extremely well, Rodon back, Garrett Cole, Will Warren's been throwing the ball well. Like, they got a staple of horses. If they can keep those guys going and you get Bellinger to play well, you get, Goldschmidt to help out a little bit, Ben Rice sticking with and doing the Ben Rice stuff, as Marshall pointed out, like, the Yankees will be fine, and they just got to weather the storm until he can get back. But yeah, at this point, like, do take your time with him. He's not going to be in consideration for any of the awards or anything like that. So there's no reason to rush him back for the regular season. Postseason's what matters. The Yankees will be there, and just hopefully he's healthy when they get there.
Yeah. And this is and I don't know if I'm still in Andrew's topic here, but it's time for Spencer Jones to like get some real playing time here. Obviously a guy that you see all over Twitter because of it, his Judge-like swing from the left side, and you see his bombs in spring training, and you see his bombs in AAA over the last year or so. But he hasn't really gotten a shot at the big league level. So,
no.
I mean, he has star written all over him if he can figure it out the way he does in the minor leagues. And I love his swing. But yeah, he's going to get 6 weeks of, I would think, consistent playing time, whether it's in the outfield or DH. I saw they moved Caballero out there because he's pretty versatile. But yeah, I'm just excited to see what Spencer Jones can do in this absence, because imagine he comes on as a rookie, tears it up, and then Judge comes back. Then you have a solidified Jones, Judge, Bellinger, Rice, everyone else they got. Like you just added another guy in there, so hopefully it could be a blessing in disguise. Obviously, if the Yankees just tread water, like Ben said, but if Jones can like make a name for himself in this absence.
HLP haters would hate to see Spencer Jones and Aaron Judge going like 2-3, 3-4. They would hate that shit. But no, I think you're 100% right. I didn't even think about Spencer Jones and him getting called back up. But him getting that PT is going to be huge because it comes back to what we talked about last time. Look at Eldridge. He's finally getting consistent BP or BP playtime.
PT.
Yeah, PT. I said BP, huh? My bad.
Mhm.
But he's getting consistent playtime. And all of a sudden now he has that good game, that good series against Colorado. And that boy's been riding high ever since. He's batting close to like 280 now all of a sudden instead of like low 200s, like platooning. Carson Bench, I think he went like 5 for 5 today. Like 2 singles, a triple, home run, like in something else. Like, and he was horrible to kind of start the year, very slow, right? Even Emerson, even Bazana, like all these guys had slow starts. But look what happens when you just keep on playing them. Just let them work, let them figure it out. Like they're big leaguers. Like they've have big league written all over them. You just got to give them those at bats, those reps in that time to be big leaguers and let them figure it out. So yeah, I'm excited too, Marsh. That's a great take.
Yeah, everyone you just mentioned is like 25 and under too, so of course they're gonna struggle.
Yeah, bro. What? I thought the jump from low A to high A was freaking insane. I was like, holy crap! And all of a sudden, you know, I got guys from AAA to bigs. Like that's even bigger of a jump. And obviously, it just takes, I would say, 10 to 30 games of like just getting thrown in there, thrown in the deep end, like figure it out. And after that, you can start to tinker with stuff. Your approach makes more sense. Obviously, you're more accustomed to game planning, what the big league roster has for you in regards to analytics, what they're trying to do to you, and all these different things that you're trying to figure out at, like you said, under 24, basically.
Yeah, well, just from your perspective, why was the jump so big? Like it seems like such a small step, you know, but like, what was the difference? It was a velo or just stuff?
No, it was more stuff in command. I thought it was very weird. I tell this people all the time. I thought the jump from high A, or excuse me, I thought the jump from low A to high A was more vast and extreme than the jump from high A to double A. I just seem like when you're in low A, the way I kind of imagine low A is like an SEC school, a bunch of raw talent, guys going hard, slider stuff. Like you're gonna get your walks, like you're gonna get on base, like the airs, like pass ball, stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, my first 2 weeks in like high A, just I was getting dotted, and I was like, "There's no way these guys are painting the corners perfectly right now," and struggled and like really struggled hard. But then getting to double A, I was like, "Oh, this is." Yeah, the stuff was a little more like I think nastier, but the command and everything else seemed the same. And it was just a very weird experience. That was obviously just me. People might think I'm like stupid probably for thinking the jump from high to, or low A to high A is easier than high A double A, but that's just it was easier for me, and so that's what I speak on.
No, that makes sense. Low A is just recently drafted guys like yourself,
Yeah,
high school guys. Like these are guys figuring it out, still young.
lads, raw lads,
So yeah.
like 97 to 105, but they don't know where it's going. So, Benny, you're quiet over there. What you got for us?
I'm just looking through some. I'm looking through some Spawn pages, brother.
Spawn.
I was looking at Eldridge's too as we were doing this.
I'm just stat seeking over here.
What do you got for us, Ben? Lay some facts on us, Ben.
No, there's just some interesting guys who are creeping up. There's some interesting ones. Jack Caglione, dude. I don't know if you guys have looked at that page before, dude. Hard hit percentage. He's 100 percentile. Dude swings hard. And like his numbers for how he started out, like it wasn't great. But when you watch this guy and he connects with the baseball, it's just shots. It's explosives. You know, it's as Jonathan Gannon said, his shots is explosives. Just other guys in general, though, dude. James Wood and Jordan is ridiculous. at the top of the page in basically everything. But yeah, I don't know. I could look at these all day. They're interesting.
Who commented? Was it who said that Jordan was a crazy choice for like the best hitter in baseball, or start your franchise with that?
Someone on YouTube.
Yeah.
Also,
I
shout out
mean-
to Adley. Adley's having a bounce back year, dude. This is good for him. And it's contract year too for him, and his page looks real nice.
Okay, we moved too fast. Why did we not mention Jordan? It just hit me like in the beginning of this. He's in the lead of. He's triple crown leader right now.
Triple crown, yeah, that's right.
Is he a triple crown?
Insanity.
Like, is that not like
He's
worth opening
100
the show with?
percentile in weighted on base average, expected batting average, expected slug. He's 99th percentile in average exit velo, 98th percentile in barrels, 97th percentile in hard hit, 99th percentile in launch angle sweet spot percentage. Oh yeah, and he's 94th percentile in walk percentage. So yeah, the guy he's pretty good
When he's healthy. If he can make it through a full season, sure, crown him. But he has to get through this full season without any nagging injuries. A month here, 2 weeks here. Just saying, he has to stay healthy for this to
especially with
actually
the
play
show
out.
scuttling.
Yeah, there it's bad. I mean,
No, but he has something to play for. He's better win MVP,
Triple crown.
and I don't
Yeah.
think it's not even going to be close if he stays
Judgy's
healthy.
gone.
exactly.
Judge is gone.
If he stays healthy, that was what we talked about last time. That's what
Bobby
you
Witt
said, Marsh.
left with knee
Marsh, you
soreness
said that.
today too.
You said,
what?
Marsh, you said he's the best player in baseball when he's healthy.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're just
When-
talking about who we're drafting, we're drafting hypothetically that he's healthy. We're not drafting an injured player. I know that comes.
No,
with
yeah, I
it,
know, but it comes with it, and he has consistently been injured a good portion of every single year.
AL MVP odds. Sands
Mhm.
Judge, 41%. Bobby Witt, 39%. Jordan, plus
Wow.
135 to 145 for Bobby Witt, plus 150 to 160 for Jordan. You guys know who the next two are? 3 and 4.
Probably Ben
Young
Rice and Kurtz.
whippersnappers.
Probably
Ben
Rice
Rice,
and
Nick
Kurtz.
Kurtz.
Yeah.
Ben Rice, Nick Kurtz at plus 350 to plus 440. Nick Kurtz at plus 850 to plus 1100. Ben Rice was
Yeah.
the plus 350 to 440.
Yeah, I know, ball.
I mean, it's not even close. The numbers with Bobby Witt and Jordan right now. What are they going to look at? Defense and runs saved and stuff like that? Sure,
Yeah.
but
Bobby's nasty at short defensively, and he's fast as all get off. He left the
That's
game with
tough.
knee soreness again today. I'll reiterate that point.
this is like who did Steve Nash beat for MVP that one year? That's what
Shaq?
that is. Yeah, it's like a Steve Nash and Shaq.
That,
Right? I
that
mean,
is quite
pretty-
literally what we're looking at here. That is quite literally the metaphor.
All right, Ben. Well, the floor is yours, but I was trying to set you up a second ago. That's
All right. You're right. My bad. Got us off track,
Yeah.
but hey, it's all good. So speaking of off track, like imagine a metaphorical like airplane going in the sky, right? So if you have to go from San Francisco to Colorado, be there for 3 days, go over to Milwaukee, be there for 4 days, go to Chicago for 3 days, play a Sunday night baseball game, and then fly all the way back across the country to San Francisco and then have a game the next night. How the hell do you exist? How do you make it through that? Like, the travel schedules for these teams are insane. And right, like that's just an example of my team, right? But like, AK, elaborate a little bit on how exactly, and I know we kind of brought this up a little bit earlier, but how the body feels and how guys get through it, getting in. I'm sure the Giants will get in about 4 a.m. Pacific time to San Francisco this morning or, the next day, and then have to rack it back. And they got the Nats coming to town for 3.
Yeah, it's never easy. You always have like the Normatec, like maybe like the stem pads, like you have something with you at least, like on the plane, or at least for us, obviously the bus ride. If you had something banged up or whatever it is, thankfully we had 2 buses, so most guys got their own row. But even then, like you said, you get back at 4 a.m. So then not only are you helping unpack or obviously I'm sure big league guys don't have to unpack, but you still got to grab your bag and stuff like that, and you're throwing in your locker rooms. Like, yeah, this is a tomorrow problem. I am not unloading my bag right now. You're not getting, like you said, not getting home till 5, just trying to sleep until maybe 12, because then you're like your body's just awake, like not sleeping past then, and just the sleep schedule's off, the recovery's off, your daily routine. Like if you woke up at 9 o'clock to have X amount of protein in your body, or get your recovery thing in, or your plyos, whatever it is, and be done by a certain time, it's screwed. Like your inner clock is just so thrown off, especially for bouncing around from that time. And you're on the East Coast time zone for those guys. So then now it's 5 o'clock, right? And then they wake up at 12, but it's 3 o'clock. It's like, why am I awake? I can't fall back asleep. It's a whole ordeal, but it's just what you got to do, sadly.
Yeah. Those three series road trips for these MLB teams, especially the West and East Coast teams, those are tough, dude. Because you're away from home. I mean, the Giants were just away from home 10 days. Yeah, 10 days. That's a long stretch of time to be out on the road in different hotels in different cities. Like, that's a lot, and it can wear on you. And I can only imagine for these guys, dude. I mean, the body can't be feeling great whatsoever. And I'm sure that there's got to be some type of injury study that goes into it that, increases risk, because it is taxing for sure.
But I'm pretty sure they have like sleep doctors and stuff like that. Like I remember like when I went to like Oracle camp, I'm pretty sure we like met with like the sleep doctor of the organization. So we have people. I'm sure every organization has people for that. But even then, still, you're gonna feel like shit waking up that next morning.
If you don't have blackout curtains in your room and you get in at 4 a.m., you get to sleep at 5, and then you're all of a sudden the sun's out at 8 a.m. Like, it's like, oh crap, the sun's hitting me in my freaking face. Like, it's little things like that. The sleep doctor can, tell you get 7 hours and wake up at noon, but you can't control that, like, yeah, granted that's an outlier, but still, dude, it's just crazy what these ball players go through. So I got a massive amount of respect for them just posting 162. And that's like, why, again, like, not to rag on Soto, dude. Like, it's tough, dude. Getting up and getting going every single day. Like, yeah, it's tough.
But some of that's all fun. Like, I have videos of AK playing VR in the bus, like on road trips.
That's different. Peak. Only because that was only, we only played 50 games.
No, I understand, but I mean, like, there's
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Go ahead.
I was saying in college, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and you play on Tuesday, and you have all those days off. You're not playing. It's like a recovery day. Like, bro, college does not even compare to an MLB schedule.
How good's a road trip after a series win or a late night, like the Giants, right? They just walked it off, or not walked it off, but they won an extra inning game on Sunday Night Baseball, and now they get to fly back across the country from San Francisco. Is it like the boys are just trying to get some sleep and get some rest, or is it we're playing cards, we're having a good time, shooting the crap, just hanging out?
If it's a loss, it's a bad series, everyone's just headphones on, like, keep it low. Yeah. Like, vibes are horrible. It's a bad flight. You win. You have a good series on the road. You ball out. No, they got the beers. They got the whatever they want. They're having some sips, and then obviously everyone will gradually go their separate ways. But they're definitely celebrating the flight back for that first half, and then starts to wind down afterwards. So
they got the nicest planes. They have beds on the planes. Like,
Yeah,
it's difficult, sure, but still, I mean, they're living the life, dude.
Yeah.
Yes and no, man. They gotta go play a baseball game tomorrow.
True, dude. I played 2 men's leagues game this weekend.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, dude. I played men's league last year, dude, and I'd go out on a Sunday and throw like 60 pitches, and I felt like my whole body got into a car crash. It's like, geesh, what is this hip flexor? What is going on right now?
But this is their job. They're doing plyos when you're true. Not when you're at work. Like,
but again, like, it's physical exertion. Like, I watched Kyle Tucker dive for a ball today in right field, and like, I saw him like just hit the ground full speed and just you saw his body just bounce, and it hit so damn hard because he was going so fast, and he went all out for it. And it's like, dude, that's gonna hurt in the morning, and like that feeling of your belt just hitting the ground and like just jamming into your waistline, like, oh, dude, those little things, they knack at you for just days. And it's just like, and the blisters on your hands, like, oh, yeah. So, hey, it's a grind. We're right in the middle of it right now. We're peak like a third of the way through. We're peak in it right now.
Yep. It's that time. Body's feeling sore, especially guys who played most of these games. So,
Yeah. if I had to go next on this topic, I need AK's expertise and Ben, of course, too.
Sunday League expertise.
I saw just watching college baseball this weekend. You see a lot of guys swinging at like 2-0 curveballs, 1-0 changeups. High school, going through high school seasons these past 2 years, like you see people swinging at 3-0 curveballs, and it's just, dude, this guy won't stop sneezing.
Dude, he is on one. It's got one more.
I think he's good.
One more. Let me get one, E.
All right, he's fine.
All right, he's back.
Allergies have
My
been kicking
point
my butt
is,
down here.
like growing up, I was told like to never swing at anything off speed unless you had to. And then even into college, they would preach to AK all the time, like, why are we swinging at anything that's not a fastball? Like, we're not going to do any damage with that stuff. And so I continue to preach that stuff, but I see so much of it. So obviously guys are sitting on stuff, and that's different when they're high level hitters. I'm not even talking about MLB. That's different, way different. I'm talking about like non-professional players, because in the MLB, they're getting 3-0 sliders. Like, how often do you see a 3-2 fastball anymore? Never. So I'm talking about lower, college and below. Like, I just feel like so many approaches are so bad, and they just have no idea at the plate. So, I mean, that's just my main gripe that I've had.
My quick 2 cents at an amateur level, high school, and travel ball circuit level, like, I was always hunting the heater as a hitter, and I knew when I was a pitcher, like, I would throw curveballs, and even when like a curveball got hit, it wasn't really for damage. Like, it was a lot of weaker contact, and it wasn't barreled. And obviously, if it's not coming in as hard, it's not going to come out as hard. So at a basic level, yeah, like, in my opinion, I don't want to hit off speed stuff. I don't like hitting off speed stuff. I want to do damage. I want to get heaters, and I want to turn them around and drive them. And I think that would be my focus as a hitter. And that was always my intention whenever I stepped in the box. Again, very amateur level, but it's basic principles. And, when you see these massive homers, they're all fastballs. The guys get around to these fastballs and they turn and burn. But AK, what do you think on that?
You're saying like swinging 2-0, like it's 2-0 count. It's just like I get me over curveball, and they're just like hacking away, and it's not even close, and they're just hacking.
I mean, even if it's a strike, I just don't. What are we doing?
They could. AK is something to do with they're just sitting dead red. They're going no matter what, and they get fooled.
Just such a bad approach, though. Like, you don't understand how many times Batesel told us, "What are you doing, freshman? Like, we don't go up there hunting off speed. If it's 2-0 and you get a curveball and you swing, you better not miss it, because your ass is getting canned next at bat. You don't have a next at bat if you're doing that shit. Like, you have to damage the fastball." I don't know what they preach now. I haven't played college baseball in 5-6 years. I understand the game might change and these approach and like different coaches, but you're going to do damage on the fastball. You will never do damage on the off-speed pitch. Well, I mean, you will, right? But as a lower level hitter, once again, if you're going to swing at a get me over curveball or a 2-0, 3-0 curveball, you better be hitting that thing 500 feet or hitting a double, because it's like you just wasted a pitch. Like, well, it's just mind-boggling. I 100% agree. Just because like of the stats that Batesel showed us, like, I don't know if Marsh, you kind of can touch on this too. Like, I mean, kids, or like if you're batting against a fastball, like when we hit fastballs in the D1 level, Bates had what was it? Bates had almost 20 years of data basically on stats versus fastballs and curveballs. And at the D1 level, kids who hit fastballs were batting close to 400. When you swung at a curveball or try to put it in play and you actually swung at it, like in play, you were batting like 200. And he'd always say, do you want to bat 400 off the fastball or do you want to bat 200 off the curveball? Your choice. And right then and there, the whole team was like, I want to bat 400. Okay, perfect. I'm glad we're all on the same page. So once again, I don't know what the difference is now, if what's changed, but once again, Bates is the smartest hitting coach I've ever had. Like, and if that guy says something about hitting and stats, like you're gonna listen to him what he says, and we're gonna hunt fastballs because, yeah, like that's
Yeah, and I wasn't even hearing that directly, right? I don't even. You guys heard it way more than I did, but and I still like come away with knowing that that's exactly what you guys were taught hitting. And so like obviously I've applied that to my own high school team and stuff like that. It's just like I said, like I've just seen so much of it over the past year, and everyone says like, oh, have an approach, but no one ever talks about like what the heck is that approach.
Yeah.
And for me, it's just we're hunting fastball. We're sitting middle away because everyone loves to pound away for some reason at these lower levels. And for the same reason that they throw curveballs early on in counts, like pitches away and off-speed pitches, like there's very limited damage on that. These average college hitters and these good high school hitters, like they're not going to hit homers on balls away or curveballs and even down the middle, some of these times. So just understand what the pitches are doing to you, like you said, AK, earlier on this, and hunting your pitches and definitely hunting fastballs. So,
but I think it also came back to as well of us swinging at like the curveballs. It also came back to a lot of D1 pitchers throw their off speed like 30 to 40% strikes. Like you're just handing the pitcher free strikes if you're swinging off speed pitches. I think the main thing is like obviously the upper levels, like you can command it. Like I just said earlier, low A was literally SEC baseball. Not until you got to high A and double A, like guys can throw the stuff and where they kind of wanted to. But yeah, like you're throwing 30 to 40% off speed for a strike at the D1 level. At least when I was playing, like that's what all the stats Batesel had, right? And he had 20 years or something worth of it. So you're basically just handing the pitcher free strikes, like, and just all that stuff when it goes with it.
Yep, exactly. That's been my gripe over the past year, just watching college and high school and the way that the pitches that they swing at.
Never mind.
Bad.
I'm losing it. Expected batting average off of a four-seam fastball is 250 to 270. Expected batting average off a sweeper and slider is 225 to 245. Expected batting average off a split is 200 to 225.
Yeah, and that's MLB. So
There you go.
That's
I'm
sure
MLB.
it's even more. It's more drastic.
Yeah, at an amateur level.
As Basel's, if you can't hit a fastball, you cannot play a game. If you can't hit a fastball away for a double or home run, you can't play this game. Not for a long time, at least.
That's right.
So,
And if you can't hit to rock music, you just can't hit.
Speaking of
hey, you know what's
playing
hella
a game
funny?
Speaking of playing a game for a long time, go ahead, AK. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's my pod. Just kidding. Your
voice.
I was saying at OPP all the time. I would say, if you can't fucking hit to this song, you can't fucking hit. I always say that shit. Obviously no one knows why, but it's because Bates at 6 a.m. when 6 a.m. runs, running on the freaking grass for whatever reason at 6 a.m. Woo! You ready, boys? Turn on his rock music. If you can't run to this, you can't run. Or obviously if he had like the aux going for BP, which we like barely had. Man, if you can't hit to this, you can't fucking hit, freshman. And then just like,
Yeah, that was funny. It was always like the worst music. Like it didn't even
just pure heavy metal headbanger, like mosh pit ass music. And he's like, you can't fucking hit this. You can't fucking hit. All right, Ben, go ahead. I'll let you have the floor.
You know how crazy it is? Kyle Freeland's thrown 1,312.2 innings. So all-time Rockies leader. Speaking of playing the game for a long time, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, that guy's seen it all in Colorado.
He has seen it all. He surely has. Got a fair share of whiplash, got a fair share of bad luck, and just, yeah, playing in Coors Field. That's credit to him though, dude, for making it that long. Like it's actually impressive that he's stuck around for as long as he has there. In both senses.
And this next segment is not sponsored by DraftKings, but hey, if you want to sponsor us at DraftKings, let us know. These are the draft or the World Series odds based on DraftKings right here. Going to touch on this a little bit, boys. If you got some value here on winning the World Series, who do we got? What do you guys like?
Wait, can you freeze this graphic? Why
are they
moving?
dancing on me?
let me see. Why is it doing
If
that?
not, whatever. Just pause it right there.
Wait a minute.
Right, there you go.
There we go. Good?
Yeah.
Wait a minute now.
Okay, there we go.
Why are the Rangers at 10?
Hold
What is
on.
that?
Who else? Look at the rest of the teams.
Well, it's such a huge discrepancy, bro. Yeah, to see the Rangers at 10 when we just talked about how they
What are the Red Sox doing at 17? How are the White Sox at 21?
If you had $100 right now to win the World Series, who do you guys got? Who are you throwing $100 on? Free play money, sponsored by DraftKings.
The Braves.
Maybe one day.
Braves.
Hint. DraftKings.
Plus
The
900.
Braves.
The Braves.
Once I get Schwellenbach back and I go Chris Sale, Spencer Schwellenbach, and then figure it out game 3. But those two at the front line, I'll take my chances with that lineup, dude. Michael Harris is having a great year. Matt Olson, you know what he is, and I'm not even to the third person, and I'm skipping over a MVP award winner in Ronald Acuna Jr. Like they've got the guys, and by the way, go check out their 3-headed monster in the back end of the bullpen, which I think is very important in playoff baseball. In Dylan Lee to Robert
Fresno
Suarez
State.
to Raisel Iglesias.
Go Dogs.
Dylan Lee has been outstanding this year and is kind of the unsung guy there, but he's been nails, and they've got other guys down there like Tyler Kinley. They've thrown Dieter Fuentes to the pen. I love the Braves, and I think at plus 900, I think that they should be closer to the plus 550 mark where the Yankees are as like the second in line. But I big guess that's probably just because they're in the same, NL as the Dodgers. So I would sprinkle on the Braves personally.
Mars, who do you like? What odds?
I feel like I'm always going for the home run, so it's hard for me to like choose a front runner. I like Ben's choice because he didn't exactly do that. But are the Rays like getting disrespected? Like, why are they?
They've been
below
scuffling, dude.
But like, why are they below the Blue Jays?
They've been
You
scuffling
think that's
hard.
valid? I don't know. I don't know enough Rays baseball. You just see the highlights of like the speed and the contact that they flash and the Junior Caminero bombs, the Yonde Diaz biceps. You see that type of stuff, and you see that they have some offensive, not like power, but some offensive promise. They're not like the typical Rays team, I feel like, that they've been in the past, though. I'm trying to look at some of their pitchers here. They've been using Griffin Jacks as a starter recently.
man.
Nick Martinez has been a freaking beast for them this year.
That's what scares me, dude, about the Rays is that starting rotation. I know. I'm not buying
and that's what I'm saying is usually in the past it's been like that's what carries them. So it's kind of interesting to see that the
like
offense is where they
Rasmussen,
have
though.
the names at. No, of course, Rasmussen and McClanahan, they're going to be a good one too in the playoffs. But yeah, just for pure value, if they're at plus 2,000 and you're dropping $100 for free, I guess why not? Like, I don't think they have much competition, and I don't think the AL. I mean, not much competition. I just think the Yankees are in their division. They're going to see them all year, so that should help. And then, I don't think too fondly about the Mariners' offense. Like, they haven't really shown up in the playoffs. Like, I know their pitching is great, but like, I don't know. Why not Rays?
Why not the Rays? Why not us?
AK, who do you got?
I'm going with the plus 1,600 with the Brew Crew. I mean, boys,
1,500.
15, yeah. Don't give yourself
the
more
extra
odds.
change. Don't give yourself the extra change.
I got a profit boost. DraftKings, thanks. Maybe.
No.
But I mean, Mizorowski, that guy has thrown 400 fastball's above 100 miles per hour this year, and we're
Shoved, of
freaking
course.
60 games deep. He's 7-2, 1.5 ERA, 116 punchies. Oh, and Kyle Harrison has decided to figure out how to pitch and with the Brew Crew. So obviously, I love to see him win, being a former Giant and being from the Bay Area and stuff like that. But those two are nasty. I mean, that's gonna be a tough game 1 and 2 for whoever they're playing. And I mean, not to mention too, like their offense is good. Like Terang, 881 OPS, Churio, 831, Yelich, 800 OPS. Small sample size from Vaughn, only 30 games. I think he missed the beginning of the year with some injury, but 888 OPS. Like, I mean, you're getting some production not just from your starters, but like the offense too. It's good, man. I don't have enough knowledge on the bullpen of the Brew Crew. But when there's a team that's got 42 wins or 40 wins through 60 games, I mean, they're doing something right, and that bullpen must be good enough. So
I don't know. Have you guys seen how drastic their like offensive approach is to someone like the Yankees or someone like the Dodgers? Like they're just like hit the ball on the ground, make contact. And I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like obviously the playoffs has always been like who hits more homers, but can they change that narrative of just like we'll put the ball and play more than you? And like you write out the numbers, it's working. I know the Blue Jays like had like they didn't that's different from the Blue Jays last year. Like the Blue Jays didn't have that like hit the ball on the ground approach. So I know they talked about like the Blue Jays approach last year about how they make more contact than anyone, but the Brewers are making like a different type of contact. It's not in the air. So I don't know. It's just interesting to see if that continues to play out.
anyone but the Dodgers, anyone but the fucking Dodgers. I don't care if it's the fucking Marlins. Anyone but the Dodgers.
I'll give you a couple of long shots too while I'm at it. I mean, the Cardinals, I understand, right?
Bro.
I understand that they do not have a starting pitcher, but for them to be all the way at 25 and for them to be 35 and 28 at the time of this recording, like there's been crazy crap that's happened throughout baseball history where a team gets in, gets hot, and who knows? Maybe we get to the deadline and they get Sonny Gray back and they get somebody else back and they get some shirt up starting pitchers because they're 10 games above 500 and they decide, well, we're not going to go all the way in, but we'll, we'll patchwork this. Crazier things have happened. It's a sprinkle. 20 plus 16,000. Sure. White Sox above 500, 3 games above 500. Why not? They're above 500. They're in the playoff hunt right now as we speak. So they're a long shot. That's all I'm saying. Just a little juice. Just a little juice.
And the Tigers, I mean, I feel like that's a lot of respect on the Tigers, who are probably not going to have Skubal in like a few months.
Well, I mean, apparently he's back.
I mean, yeah, they're 27 and 39 right now. I mean, if they just won a series against who did McGonigal walk it off against today?
I didn't see that
nice
one.
walk off. It was against the Mariners. They won a series against the Mariners. They had just swept the Rays in Tampa, so like all of a sudden the Tigers are kind of trying to keep their head above the water, and you see Skubal punching tickets in the minors, like maybe the Tigers aren't dead. Who knows?
Hey, apparently, obviously he just had surgery on May 6th. And yeah, like you said, it's supposed to be out for months. But apparently this nano needle is what it's called?
Nano needle. Yeah.
Yeah. Nano needle 2.0 is apparently the reason why he's back so quick and actually throwing like Skubal. Like he went off today in his rehab start. 5 innings, 2 hits, 6 Ks in high A for the Whitecaps.
You talked about it, low A to high A right there.
It's supposed to be like the new surgery that's supposed to cut down on these timelines and supposed to get guys back healthier and feeling better. Like I know Hunter Green was a guy who had loose bodies procedure done as well. And like he said that it was literally like pins and needles in his elbow. And now he's like feels amazing. Like he said he just feels no pain. And he still has the same relative stuff, but that's the biggest thing. No pain, and he's just himself again. And I can't even imagine throwing baseballs every day or every fifth day for a job and having that pain constantly going.
But we think he's going to be on the Tigers.
Well, when he
We'll
comes
see.
back, I mean, the deadline's later than ever this year. I know that it's pushed back. I don't know the exact date. I'm looking it up
I don't
right
think
now.
he'll be on the Tigers.
I mean, they have until August 3rd to decide. So they got 2 whole months.
You haven't been
So-
seeing that Dodgers Skubal noise. It's loud.
Crazier things have happened, dude. The season started, I think, March 27th. So we're a little over 2 months into the season. If the Tigers flip their record and they're 500, you know, if they go 39 and 27 rather than 27 and 39, they're 12 games over. Like, that wouldn't like overly surprise me. And then at that point, you're 500. Do you want to sell him if you think you have a chance of re-signing him? I don't know.
Yeah. And then
I didn't think the Tigers are this bad this year too.
They what? They're bad.
I'm
Is that what
saying
you said?
I don't think the Tigers' records. No, I'm saying I don't think the record reflects like how bad they actually like. I don't think they're a bad team. Is what I'm saying. I don't think they're as bad as they're playing. I know we
Just
had to
got
talk
El
about this.
Glaber back.
Like-
They get some of their guys back, dude. Just give them some time.
I mean, dude, if we're gonna talk about people who have been hot, like we mentioned in the first segment, Dylan Dingler's had like 5 bombs.
Dylan Dingler, yes.
Last like 20 at bats, something crazy like that. Like, obviously
Just
him and
bombs
Riley
left and
Green
right.
and McGonigal, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Like, yeah, they're not as bad as their record, but it's still, I feel like they've lost some of their magic. Even though today they had that walk off against Andres Munoz, and I don't think we're talking about it enough how bad Munoz has been for the Mariners. Like, if they're gonna make a playoff run, they're like 3rd on the graphic. Like, don't they need a closer, like an all-star closer? Not like one of the worst closers so far in baseball.
I think it's a little bit of bad variance. I think that the stuff is still there. I think that he can figure it out.
I don't know, dude. They'll end up coming with some Matt Brash side armor.
Well,
when
they got
need 'em.
yeah, dude, and that's the thing too. Like, they've got Brash, they got Ferrer, who closed games for the Nats last year. Like, they've got guys down there who are pretty good, who could, you know, they could do it by committee or whatever. I know if you don't have a guy, you don't have a guy, but they could. If you want to make one of those starters a nasty reliever and just tell him to go blow out for an inning, that might work.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Actually, you guys good? You guys ready for the game?
Yeah, let's do it. That's what I was hoping we were doing.
I have actually made an
I'll win.
audible. I've made an audible.
No,
Hear me out. I've made an audible.
All right.
I've made an audible. You guys didn't like it. It's a better game. You
Okay.
guys have. I will be the host. You guys have
All right.
$20 a piece. I have 6 players picked out. You guys will bid on these players to make the best lineup possible.
Are you gonna pop it up?
No, I'm going to tell you. You can't
What
see who's
if we
coming
use
next.
That's but how are we gonna use how much? How do we know how much money to use?
You have $20. That's your choice, and you don't know who's coming
But-
next.
But
I will say
we're
these are all
not
guys.
we're not
these-
bidding at the same time, are we?
Yeah, you are.
So
All right,
is it
sure,
like
let's try
I
it.
raise
Let's
my
try it.
hand first and I get player for $6, and if Marshall doesn't,
It's like a live auction. Do I hear
Alright,
$1? Do I hear
fine.
$1? Do I hear $2?
All right, yeah, I got.
All right,
that.
all right,
I
all right.
got
And you
it,
do,
I got it.
and so okay, these are all players with a top 25 OPS.
How many players will be on our team?
3. You're making your top 3.
Okay.
Okay, so let me explain it again. You guys have $20. We have 6 players. You don't know who's coming next, right? And you're trying to make the best possible team. And as of this recording, these are all guys with top 25 OPS, randomly selected. Okay. First name on the list. We will start the bidding at $1 for Yandy Diaz. Please do your research.
And we don't have too much time. Ben gets first bid because I said so. So Ben.
wait, what?
Oh,
$1.
it's $1.
I got
It's-
$20 to pick 3 guys.
Yeah, but so you got to budget correctly. So like,
um,
I kind of want
It's
it.
3 guys. It's 3. You have 3
I
guys.
know.
You just don't know who's coming
I'll
next.
take him. I'll take $4 for Yandy.
$4. Do I hear 5?
Yes or no,
No.
Ben? $5.
No.
No?
You can take him for 4.
All right, I'll take
$4.
him.
All right.
You're not going to
Yandy.
tempt me into overpaying for Yandy.
All right. Player number 2, Jordan Walker. Marsh.
$1.
$2.
Mm. 3.
How many guys are we going to
OPS.
go on this? How many
You have
guys are we
3
gonna go on?
guys. That's it. You have 3 guys. So $20.
I don't want it. I don't want him actually. $2.
No, he said $3, dude. That's
I already
him.
took
He's
it
got
out. I
him.
took it
I
out.
don't
I
want
already
it.
took it
I
out.
don't want him. He said $3. That's a high bid. You can't rescind a bid.
He
That's
didn't
not how
say
a
he
live auction
couldn't.
works. It's not how a live auction works.
You can't ask questions in a live auction either. What does that mean? Just re-scramble. He throw his name out. We're good now.
No,
we got.
that's Marsh's
we
for
got it.
$3. He's
For
got
$3?
Yandy for 4 and fucking Jordan Walker for 4. Or 3,
Okay,
whatever.
So Marsh, you have $13 left to get one more player. Cool.
All right, cool.
Ben, you still have 20.
Okay.
Next player, Juan Soto.
$1. I'll start to bid.
$13.
You know what? You
It
can
just
have him.
depends on how much he wants him or not, because he could just.
You can
I don't
have
have no
him.
more money after.
Well, hang on.
He can't.
know
It's
who's
live.
coming next.
It's just
You
live.
don't know
man.
who's coming
This is
next.
live. How does he get time for this? He gets this much time.
All right, you can have him. I'm taking all 3 of the other guys.
All right, I win.
Yeah, Marsh, you absolutely killed him. So Ben, you're getting Shane Langoliers with an 880 OPS. 880 OPS.
He's good. Shay's good. There you go.
You're
Yeah.
getting Michael Harris with an 863 OPS.
Yeah.
And Nick Kurtz for a 927 OPS.
Yeah. I'm thinking I like that. I'll take that 1, 2, 3 any day of the week.
That's not a better 1, 2, 3 than Yandy, Walker,
it's
and
just
Soto.
not, Ben.
It's
I'm
just-
sorry
it's
about
just-
that.
It's just not.
I'm sorry. Oh, that's so disrespectful.
If I had to pick a lineup, 1, 2, and 3, I'm taking Yandy, Walker, and Soto over Harris, Langoliers, and Kurtz all day long. That's not an argument.
I can't tell if he's trolling or not.
This guy got what a shitty ass game, man. God damn it.
All I'm saying is, look, I got 3 guys in the top 20 for expected weighted on base average. He's got
Oh my
1.
God, this motherfucker with fucking expected weighted on base, expecting batting average, expected slug. He's expected to
saying,
do
dog.
this.
I'm just saying.
He's expected to do this. Oh my God.
You want me to pull actual stats up?
Pull up the stats, homie. Check the stats, homie.
All right, fine. I will. I'm thinking I will.
Yeah.
So Jordan Walker's 5th in slugging. Okay, that's fine. I got Langoliers at 11. He's got Soto at 13.
It
He's
is
got
Juan Soto,
Yandy
though.
at
Like the
16.
name is.
I got Michael Harris at 20, and Nick Kurtz is all the way at 33 somehow. That's low. That's crap. Nick Kurtz walks. Sorry, teams are too scared to pitch to him. I got Babe Ruth on my team, basically.
My expected stats for the year are good.
You know what? All my A's fans are standing with me right now. Okay, loud and proud. Okay, they're gonna be with me in Sacramento and over to Las Vegas and in Oakland. So I got 3 cities behind me. Marsh has got, a guy who doesn't run out ground balls and a 34-year-old first baseman who's got
Technically,
biceps.
Technically, I have 3 cities behind me too, with Tampa Bay and
All right, well,
This guy's
St.
that's
Louis.
fine. That's
and,
fine.
Trolling.
I've got a 4th city in Atlanta. Okay, I got Georgia on my back. Okay, I
yeah,
got Georgia
This
too.
guy's
you can have it, dude. Who cares?
I should have bet up for Soto, dude.
but their expected stats are good. He has good expected stats. You know what you sound like? You sound like fucking Farhan. Bro, after every game, we would get our game report of what our expected stats were that day based off everything. We would
That's
always
cool.
he
That's
was
cool
huge.
for the psyche, though.
He was huge on expected stats. Like we would see expected stats like all over the clubhouse. Like all of our stats that you post, like see where you're at. Expected stats were huge. So you're reminding me a lot of Farhan right now. Shout out Farhan though. He drafted me.
Shout out
What do
John
you got?
Hooley and Luis Ariz, top 5 in batting average.
Isn't it crazy that Farhan drafted you and like works with LeBron? Because Farhan's with the Lakers now.
Is he really?
Or I mean, he's part of like their advising. They get advice from him. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'm just if
Hey,
there was
well-
a connect, if we're playing Lay Connection, Farhan and AK and LeBron are connected.
Hey, how do you AK and LeBron? Farhan. Hey, just saying, when Farhan went, bro, I went with him. I don't know why he should have signed me with the Dodgers. Just saying. I don't know why he did it. I was one of his proteges, but whatever.
It's not. You should text him.
Text him.
Text him. See what he says next week. We'll find out.
I'll shoot him a text. I got his number. All right, Ben.
All right.
Any last words, Mr. Expected Stats?
I won. I don't lose. I never lose. I won't lose. Can't lose. Never have. Never will. We'll be back next week better than ever. That's all I gotta say. Be better,
What?
guys. Okay, bring your A
What?
game.
What?
Ever.
Marsh, anything else?
No, we went. I got a fresh cut, and
shit.
yeah,
Type
like I
shit.
said earlier, we went 1-1 in our men's league game, and got to go back home to Sac, tear it up, drive back here.
Hey, are you still doing HOP in the box? We're trying to.
Yeah, I just haven't taken any swings, so I just had no lifts. No, I felt like I had no legs.
Hey, more tilt, Bubba. More
A
tilt.
lot of, but like if my Savant page, like if we're talking about expected stats, yeah, I hit the ball hard. So like, that doesn't tell the launch angle wasn't there, but if you just look at the percentile, it would be red. So tell Farhan that too. I'll come with you.
Okay. Take us home, Farhan. I've never played baseball ever again. My body is not. It will never be the same as it was. First off,
Hey, tell
Second off,
Farhan if he wants a
never do it.
60-mile-an-hour sweeper, dude. I got him.
crafty righty? Question mark.
Crafty righty, dude. 60-mile-an-hour sweepers. They'll never see him coming.
He's like, what's that guy's name? Burhecki? That's him, but from the right side.
Barucki. Don't you
Yeah,
ever
that's
mention that guy's name here again. Ever. I'm not a Ryan Barucki guy. Not a Ryan Barucki guy.
They cut him, I think, so you're good.
They did. Yeah, finally. Sorry. I don't wish ill will on Ryan Barucki, but I'm glad he's off my baseball team.
All right. Well, that was a hell of an episode, boys. Always glad getting to chat up with the boys on this Sunday night. I look forward to it every Sunday. So thank you, everyone. Thanks, Bubba's, for tuning in. And this video is not sponsored by DraftKings yet.
Yet.